All right, you know what it is, you know who it is. We're back. Brandon Gallagher here with another video. Today, talking about the top 5 reasons why your sleep sucks. Let's check it out. The top 5 reasons why your sleep sucks. Reason number 1, no bedtime. So what I mean by this is you don't have a time in which you specifically go to bed, or you get to go to bed, or you get ready to go to bed. And this can be a big issue because it doesn't give your body a chance to really start to wind down and start to kick in those sleeping chemicals. And it's one of those things where people kind of just let sleep go because they get busy or they try to complete stuff towards the end of the night. And they don't give themselves an opportunity to be like, all right, at 7, I need to start to wind down, or 8, and I need to start to wind down. I want to be in bed by 9, at least trying to get to sleep at that point, right? So this doesn't mean you have to be asleep by a certain time, but it means getting into bed or getting ready to get into bed by a certain time, the same time every night, to create that rhythm, which we're going to go into the next reason, right, is wake up time. So these two go hand in hand, and I put basically the same thing. Pick a time and stick with it, pick a time and stick with it. If you're going to bed at the same time and you're waking up at the same time, you're going to be in a way better position. You're going to have a better sleep habit, and you're going to have an easier time waking up and an easier time actually going to bed. So what I would say here is pick the same time every night, pick the same time every morning, or as close to that within a half hour or an hour. I know some days you get to sleep in a little bit, but try to keep this as consistent as possible as you continue to sleep, because it's only going to help you in the long run and make things easier for you. Number 3, no pre-bed routine. So I call this wind down time, right? So just like these are important, having something that you do before you go to bed to kind of wind down or get the stress out of your head, or get whatever's going on and just kind of shut it off and get ready to go to bed is important. Now that can be that can be something that you create on your own. I know a lot of people have great morning routines, but a lot of people don't have great nighttime routines or things they do before they get to bed. And it's one of those things where the better we can wind down and become less stressed, the easier going to sleep is going to be, and the more we're going to get out of our sleep. Number 4, you use your phone before you go to bed, right? So the phones and everything that we have, they're made, like social media and all that stuff is made to create an emotional response, right? So you look at videos, you laugh, you cry, you smile, you see an old picture, you hear an old song, all that stuff. It's all made to create emotions. So looking at that stuff is going to increase brain activity. It's going to increase, all these responses that you'll get, which are emotional, and it's going to make it that much harder to go to sleep. Also, the blue light, as you guys know, there's such things like blue light blocking glasses and things like that. The lights actually stimulate the brain, and it makes it a lot harder to go to sleep. So what I would say is, in this pre-bed routine, if you guys do take that opportunity to make one, use your phone less or cut it off at a certain point so you're not using it before you get into bed, or don't even bring your phone into your room type thing. Some people, if you know you're struggling with the discipline of it, don't even bring it into the room. Just make that a place where the phone doesn't even come in. And last but not least, sleeping with lights, TVs, sound, any of that stuff. I know a lot of people sleep with the light on, or sleep with the TV on, or sleep with something like that, but it disrupts sleep, right? It puts you in a position where there's stimulus that's outside of your control that's causing you, that makes it seem like it's day. And I think a lot of people don't get this, because light it equates with the day in our mind. As soon as you see the light, there's a reason why it's there, so we can see. And at night when we go to sleep, we want to be in a controlled environment that doesn't create response, so we can get through these sleep cycles. And if we're sleeping with the light on, sleeping with the TV, sleeping with sounds, all that stuff, it's going to disrupt us in some way, shape, or form. So I suggest definitely not doing that. I actually have an extra tip today, right? And I think we all love caffeine, but using too much caffeine, right? So save it for early in the morning if you're going to use it. Try to use it first thing when you wake up, and try not to have it past a certain point. I know a lot of times we have caffeine and we continuously use it, and then we still feel tired, but caffeine, no matter what, is blocking our basically our brain's ability to say you're tired. So at some point, you'll still fall asleep, but it won't be a deep sleep. You won't go through the full cycles of sleep. If you take it too late in the day, it's going to give you that response, so you're not going to be able to actually go to sleep or get ready to go to sleep. So try to create a relaxed and controlled environment before bed. This is only going to help you guys. Like I said, this is kind of the big one that's going to help, is this pre-bed routine, because this is, if you can set a pre-bed routine of when you're going to go to bed, what time you're going to wake up, not using your phone, trying to shut off everything, this is what's going to kind of form us, or give us the form of something that's going to help us get to sleep easier and stay asleep. better sleep equals better function of the body and ourselves and more output, which is going to increase the results that we get inside the gym. So please give it a shot, right? Try to implement this stuff. But if you guys have any questions on sleep, I have a bunch of good stuff that I've read or read through. There's a couple good books, a couple good people that I listen to in terms of sleep. So if you guys have any questions, just reach out, and I'll see you guys next week.